Lou, you mentioned second down in the red zone. I think because of the injuries to Jacksonville's secondary, Joe Brady, Buffalo's OC, I love the motion that he's using to figure out, is it man or zone, that little shuffle. Figure out, are they in man or zone? Can I get Kincaid on a matchup? Can I create a little bit of a high-low, if not a rub, with man coverage? There it is.
Samuel goes in motion, takes the handoff, slipped as he got started, and he'll be trapped behind the line. Big Jeremiah Ledbetter got him down. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That is a heck of a down by Jeremiah Ledbetter to go ahead and whip his block one-on-one and stop the run. Now, down here, now is where the inexperience and the people who are playing in the secondary, their communication comes into play here. You have to have everything happens fast down here. Yeah. The communication has to be crisp. You have to know exactly where your leverages are and where your help is, and get a pass rush.
Essentially a 4-point play. Can the Jags force a field goal try? Shakir motions over. Allen backs up, trying to create, scanning the end zone, delivers a strike along the back end line, caught for a touchdown by Dalton Kincaid. The big fella out of Utah, so gifted. Lightly used for the first 2 games, but he has hurt the Jaguars here in the first quarter, and it's a 12-point lead. Another long march by Buffalo.
There's just no pass rush. Josh Allen can stand back there as long as he wants.
Where's the one place you don't want to let him get?
Out to your right.
Out to his right.
Yeah, you're right. It's hard to cover it for as long as they had to in that play. And Kincaid certainly a knack for getting open. Great touchdown drives by in Buffalo. Meanwhile, speaking of 0-2 teams, emergency for Joe Burrow and the Bengals as they take on the Commanders. That's 8:15 on ABC. Keep you posted on that one. Trevor Lawrence, head out there. Try to throw the ball 3 times, 1 completion for 1 yard in the first series, and now down 2 scores. And we'll begin from the 30.
And just take a look here at Trayvon Walker getting up the field. We already said the one place that you can't allow Josh Allen to escape is out and to your right. You lose track of where he is at because you turn your back, you're trying to spin back inside. That's a problem.
And then look at on the right side of the screen. Matt Collins keeps running, then Kincaid marries Josh Allen along the back of the end line in a perfect throw. Lewis, we talked about his legs down in the red zone, getting out to his right. A fantastic job of the scramble drill rules by the skill players in Buffalo.
You could see the quarterback tight end reaction. Both guys very much on the same page. An improv play. And here's the first running play of the night. Travis Etienne hammers forward. You got Etienne and Tank Bigsby, who's back healthy tonight. 2 really quality backs who bring different skills.
Thunder and lightning, and I think it's paramount for their offense right now. Jacksonville, you can't chase 14 or 13 points right now. They got 2 good backs. I think you want to try to run the football and just maybe settle down your offensive unit.
Get the early fireworks. You got smoke in the mist here.
Getting zone coverage.
2nd and 9. Lawrence delivers complete. And that's Christian Kirk, slot receiver, who's had a troubling start to the season, but they got to get him to step up.
Yeah, they're going to be intentional about it. Press Taylor, Doug Peterson talked about breather plays. Just get it so the quarterback can get the ball to the receivers quickly and get it in their hands. Now here on 3rd down, you've got to protect Trevor's edges. You can't let Greg Rousseau just wreck this game. Right now he's up the top of your screen. Going up against Anton Harrison.
Ernest Jackson in the backfield. Some early urgency here. Lawrence, can he get there with his legs? Makes a cut. Knocked down short. No slide. He went headlong into Dorian Williams, and now 4th down from your own 39, down 13. Is Doug Peterson thinking about it?
I mean, I think he's already made his decision. He understands he can't let this game slip away. I think here, if you're Buffalo, what are you thinking? What are you thinking they're going to give to you? They're going to really try and run this ball against our run defense as good as our defensive tackles are. You're going to try and get Trevor Lawrence on the perimeter.
Couple tight ends in the game. First thing, I'll try to draw him off. The play clock down at 3. Hand off, and they do get the first down. Hammering forward is Etienne.
Man, that feels like a enormous first down for this football team. You saw a good job by Trevor handling the noise. Doug Peterson, he's an aggressive coach. It's kind of who they are philosophy-wise. And just to settle this football team down and get some form of rhythm for their offense.
So you got to be patient. You got to trust the running game.
And you can see Trevor Lawrence right there looking back at the sideline, making sure he had the right personnel. He's got to stay in the moment, stay in the zone, stay composed.
Fresh bodies on the Buffalo defensive front in this first down play. Fake it to Bigsby. Lawrence steps up and launches incomplete. Trying to find Brian Thomas Jr., who's gone off to a great start. The electric rookie from LSU. Christian Benford in coverage there.
Yeah, well, these secondary players have been coached up in terms of their eyes reading through three-step. You see he gets his eyes back to the quarterback, and then right there he hooks him a little bit to go ahead and slingshot him to kind of undercut that comeback route. This secondary, the kind of production they have gotten out of guys like Christian Benford, Jamarcus Ingram, Cam Lewis, has been nothing short of spectacular. One of the best defensive systems in football.
2nd and 10 run. Turning the corner is Bigsby plowing ahead. Sets up about 3rd and along 3.
And this is really a situation, Jacksonville, you miss Evan Ingram. You know, now can they, if I were them, let this clock bleed down. Maybe you get to the line of scrimmage, present a formation, see what Buffalo may line up in. So you take that into the end of the first quarter and get a very clear plan of what you want to do.
Etienne in the game on 3rd and 3, 2, 1, and they don't get a playoff. So Jacksonville with 19 total yards in the first quarter. Buffalo 140 for long touchdown drives, and the visitors in trouble after 15 minutes. Second quarter. Frenzied atmosphere. The Bills have been extremely locked in. Jacksonville needs 3 in this 3rd down.
No Evan Ingram. You know, this is the guy that's been his guy, Christian Kirk.
Motions over to the right. Bills are showing pressure. Don't bring it. And pitch to the edge. That's Thomas. And Brian Thomas Jr. picks up the first down near the 41.
If you're looking for a guy that really can inject some absolute spark into this football team, it's Brian Thomas Jr. Doug Peterson told us he singled him out in meetings in terms of his enthusiasm for the game and said, yo, we need more of that. And he's just a rookie, and he's the guy who's really trying to get some juice into this offense. They need this offense to come to life.
Only touchdown they scored last game against the Browns, set up by a 66-yard Thomas reception. Etienne on first down. Slammed for about 3, knocked down by Dorian Williams.
You need to see the defensive line for Buffalo. You see these guys, Ed Oliver, Daquan Jones, the way these guys run to the football. Austin Johnson, they're some of the best interior players in all of football. People ask the question all the time, Dan, I know you've talked about it. How do they defend the run, playing nickel as many snaps as they do?
And with 2 safeties deep.
Starts inside.
One of the best defenses defending the run with a, quote, light box, and that's without Terrell Bernard or Taron Johnson, missing 2 of their better defenders tonight again. Lawrence on the run. There's a little dart. Big hit along the sidelines. It was Benford against Thomas. It's going to be 3rd down and short here.
I like the last 2 decisions by Trevor Lawrence. The 3rd down completion and then that little bootleg. It's happening quick. Their clean thought process is a nice job by Doug Peterson and Press Taylor. Another 3rd down situation. Last time they motioned Christian Kirk. They saw that soft Buffalo zone. I think something along those lines. Get the information, man or zone, and find that easy completion.
Empty set. Bigsby lines up to the left.
It's got to be man-to-man coverage.
Lawrence, a throw and a catch. Fingertip grab on the sidelines by Kirk. And they're stringing together first downs now.
You see, that's why you get an empty, right? You get the information. You saw Trevor go to his helmet. Look at this by Christian Kirk. Trevor, one of the best out route throwers in the NFL. Left foot down, drag the right.
It's about matchups, right? My guy DeMar Hamlin out here one-on-one. You got a safety on one of your most productive historically in terms of since he's been in Jacksonville wide receivers, and Christian Kirk. It's about the players. It's about the matchups. He found the one he wanted to exploit.
Couple of grabs already, matching the total that he had through the first 2 games. Drops have been a problem. That was a beautiful catch. Bigsby on a delay. Flags come out as he's knocked down inside the 20.
They jump early. Did Buffalo look like they jumped the snap count?
A lot of folks up near the line.
Offside. Defense, number 92. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
The veteran Daquan Jones, 11th year.
Now this is where Jacksonville, for what feels like a season plus, has really struggled down in the red zone. They have to be able to run the football down here and then be precise in their pass game.
Peterson's word for their red zone production so far, atrocious. Cannot beat tonight. It's Davis who motions back in. There's a blocker for Bigsby who picks his way, and flag out again. He does have first down yardage at the 13, but that was a false start. I think it's going to call it back.
I think that with all the shifts in motions, were they illegal?
You see Doug Peterson talking with the referees.
Legal formation. Offense. Number 74 was the end man on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. Replay first
It's called
down.
on Robinson, but that's not his fault.
But in their words, they've been together too long. Doug Peterson, this offense, Press Taylor, for the lack of communication, the mental errors, the mistakes in this situation to continue to show up.
So right back to 1st and 10 after the 2 penalties. Lawrence on the move, backpedals and delivers a high throw. Catch is made by Luke Farrell, but not much after the catch. Picked up about a yard.
Talk about disciplined defense. You see how A.J. Epinesa rushed upfield and didn't allow Trevor to get on the perimeter, forcing him to make a difficult throw.
Right.
And then you rally fast to the football. That's what Buffalo is right there. Their assignment football. What happened on the touchdown run for Buffalo? Devin Lloyd gets outflanked. He self-inflicted errors. Buffalo won't hurt themselves. They may get beat man for man. They're not going to hurt themselves.
From the pocket, Lawrence launching to the end zone, looping throw over the head of Etienne, who came out of the backfield, didn't appear to track the ball. And 3rd and 9 now, guys.
Really nice job right there by Dorian Williams. And now here on 3rd down and long, where you had some momentum going, penalties set you back. Now who do you get the ball to? If I'm them, I'm looking, how can I get Brian Thomas Jr. the guy? I mean, he's the one on the perimeter who's been winning. How do you get the rookie open?
Huge for Trevor Lawrence against this Buffalo defense to see the safeties post-snap.
How do you get the ball to that guy?
Bills are showing pressure. Did Lawrence expect it here? They rush 5. And Trevor launching far side. Incomplete. Gabe Davis, the former Bill, made the catch for Phil Douglas in coverage. And here comes the field goal team.
Trevor identified the one-on-one coverage. He liked Gabe Davis, his size, his ability to win on the outside lane. He's made a career of it. But Rasul just uses the sideline as the 12th defender. He says, look, I'm not going to give you any room. I'm not going to let you get inside.
And when they really needed to reach the end zone in the red zone, that 5-yard penalty proves to be really crucial. And here's Cam Little from 41 to get Jacksonville on the board, and he does drive it down the middle. They practice it a lot. They focus on it a lot. But so far, the red zone continues to be a real issue for Lawrence and this offense. 13-3.
So, what?
The NFL on TSN is powered by FanDuel, the home for popular parlay.
Quarterback in the loss yesterday, Tennessee. We had that thrilling matchup between those two teams late last season. Joe, Troy, Lisa in Detroit as the Seahawks come calling on ABC and on ESPN+. So settling for 3 in the red zone, and this is Ty Johnson bringing it back. Johnson gets out across the 30. Allen tonight, the ball has been coming out very quickly and very accurate.
Yeah, his first play of the game, kick it out to James Cook, then a third down to Khalil Shakir. Down in the red zone, he's the biggest red zone weapon there is in the NFL. Dalton Kincaid with some of those motions. And then this is beautiful. Kincaid, left side of your screen, Matt Collins leaves, and he just marries it with Josh Allen. Did an absolute pearl on the run.
So the third possession. And Allen looking to throw on the move from first down play, and he zips it to Dawson Knox. Tight ends making a big impact in the first half here tonight.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's man or zone. They've been trying to play a little bit more zone tonight, despite coming into this game, the Jaguars defense being a primarily man defense. Why? They want to keep eyes on this quarterback. They know this quarterback likes to run when you're playing man-to-man coverage. But the zone coverage isn't working either because they're just not matching it down the field, and Josh is finding the holes play after play.
Cook, as they got a jumbo formation of linemen in there. And they hand it to him, and he's having a fight and earn every yard. He stopped about a yard short of the marker. Jeremiah Ledbetter got him, so 3rd and 1.
You see how they're simple plays, though? I mean, they come out with the drive. It's just a simple bootleg, double tight end, easy completion. Then they bring an extra offensive lineman on, double tight end. And now you're in this 3rd and 1 situation with Josh Allen, with James Cook. I mean, you could run an RPO. You could just get downhill. Yep. That's the beauty right now of where they stand.
Think about the receivers that they brought in. Mac Hollins, Keon Coleman, a lot of size. Would lead you to believe they're going to run the football.
Instead, it's Allen on the move, who flips it. It's kind of a long handoff to James Cook, who makes the first down and just gets down.
And you see the play action, right? I mean, he puts the ball out there.
Let's go to Scott Van Pelt. Scotty.
Good evening, Chris. Hot starts for the home team. A theme this Monday night. Joe Burrow, play action. Guess who's always open? As advertised, Jamar Chase, 41 yards, his first touchdown of the year. Bengals up on the Commanders, 7-0 over on ABC.
And the guy who was calling plays for those guys at LSU was calling plays for the Bills tonight. We've seen Joe Brady's dialed in. This game plan tonight has not looked like the first 2 weeks, but pretty much everything he's called has worked so far. Allen again looking to throw on first down. Checks it down. Cook, a lot of space left alone, and another big chunk play inside the 35.
Yeah, so Chris, Joe Brady, their offensive coordinator, I think the #1 goal was less tendencies and tells for this offense, being able to do anything at any moment. He's done that. #2, make life easier for Josh Allen. Just because he can do all that crazy stuff doesn't mean you want him to. And I still think there's a reality that he's trying to figure out how defenses are playing Josh in this offense by Josh himself without that dynamic connection of him and Stephon Diggs.
Handoff inside, and slipping and stumbling was Ray Davis. You know, it was a humbling experience for him. It did not work out well in Carolina. He leaves LSU, goes to the NFL under Matt Rule, and now Sean McDermott says he's sort of charting a new path, kind of rediscovering himself as a play caller.
Absolutely. Look, and he is willing to go ahead and do whatever is best for this football team to win. It's not about ego with him, and I think that's one of the things that people are going to be most impressed about. He could have Josh Allen dropping back, throwing 30, 40 times a game, but he doesn't need to.
Behind the sticks on second down for the first time tonight. Jacksonville brings some pressure. It's picked up. Allen throws downfield, and in miscommunication, the ball went outside. Matt Collins was running inside, well covered by Darby.
Yeah, you saw it. You know, he's expecting Mac to go out, and that's one of the few moments this year where they're not on the same page. So this is where I think you've seen the growth because of Joe Brady in the offense. He's on that kind of fringe field goal range. You're playing great offensively. You're completely controlling this football game. Josh's legs, but also being really good with your decision making is paramount, and I think he's in a sweet spot with that.
Cam Little could get it there from here if, Bass could get it here from there if They don't pick up any yardage, but Allen says, forget about that. We'll pick up a first down. Slides, and they'll move to 6. He did get far enough before beginning that slide.
Watch these defensive linemen widen there. Josh is going to see the seam. He sees the defenders widen with the man coverage. That's why he's so hard to play man defense against. He sees that seam. It's like the Red Sea opens up, and he doesn't hesitate. It's 1 to really 2, the check down being his legs.
Allen averaging 8 yards on his 3 runs so far. Already thrown it for 148. Fake to Cook. And now pitches downfield. In stride, Keon Coleman, and a touchdown for the rookie. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. First career touchdown for the guy who went from Michigan State to Florida State. He was a big part of that Seminoles offense a year ago, and he's got that football, the first of many in this league.
Yeah, you see him just take off on a dead sprint across the field, cornerback sitting in outside.